Hi, the Butcher here. This video I'm going to show you how I barbecue ribs, pork ribs. And I've chosen St. Louis ribs. What is a St. Louis rib? Basically it's a spare rib with the brisket bone and gristly end cut off of it. They're usually quite meaty and they're usually a lot more reasonable than baby backs. Baby backs are awesome, don't get me wrong. That's all the pros use. But I'm going to use St. Louis ribs because I'm a tightwad. So let's get started. It doesn't take a lot of prep. We'll take it out of the bag. I'm going to pull this membrane off. It can be a little tricky sometimes. I'll use a paper towel, a wash rag, whatever. Once you get it started, it'll pull right off usually. And why do we take this off? Because it can be really chewy when you get done. Nice looking piece. So I'm going to cut it in thirds. You go right in between the bones and it's just that simple. So now I'm going to put my rub on it. Now there's a lot of good rubs out there. This is my own mixture. I'm going to be doing a video on it to give you all the ingredients. We'll just pick a rib rub and go for it. So we'll put a generous amount on the back, on the edges, go all the way around it and get it nice and rubbed in. A good thing with anytime you rub something, give it overnight. Let the seasonings do their job and get worked into the meat. And that's good. It takes roughly 2.5 hours to grill it. Now that's the difference between barbecue and smoked. Barbecue is hot and fast and smoke is low and slow. So I'm feeling lazy, so I'm going to do it on the gas grill. So much simpler and turns out pretty good though. Just missing that smoke flavor a little bit. So alright, there's the start. We'll get back and finish it off. For this step, I want to keep it not much over 350 really. I want it to get seared nice, but I don't want to get it all crispy and crunchy and dried out. So I'm going to put the thick side down first. And we're going to do it 8 minutes and get it nice and seared. So there we have it. I put a light spray of cooking oil on them so they don't stick too bad, and it should be fine. So we're going to go 8 minutes. We're going to flip them, and then we're going to use the beer mop on the side that we just seared. Let them sear for a good 8 minutes on the first side. Now we're going to flip them over. See, look at that. Starting to look pretty darn good already. We got them flipped. Now we're going to put on our beer mop. The reason we're doing that, keep it from drying out, plus it adds some extra flavors to it. Won't get that real crusty, like crispy bacon on it. We're going to go indirect heat. So this total process, 1.5 to 2 hours, but it doesn't take long on the grill. Okay, so our second 8 minutes is up, and now we're going to put them on indirect heat. I'm going to mop them again, but I'm not going to turn them. And what is indirect heat? That simply means there's not going to be any flame directly below them. It's all going to be circulated like an oven would be. So it doesn't get burned on the bottom, but yet it'll get cooked. So to do that, I simply turn the middle burner off. And then I will watch my temperature and try and maintain 350 degrees. Now I'm going to let this go for 30 minutes. And then we're going to check the doneness, see what it looks like. You can tell it's already starting to see the bones get shrunk up. That's where it starts to get cooked, you can tell. Okay, so we're going to let it go 30 minutes on indirect heat, and we'll check them again, probably add our barbecue sauce. Okay, our 30 minutes is up, so as of now, we've got a total of about 50 minutes. And I cut one, and it's already getting tender. So what I'm going to do now is add the sauce. and cook it at the same temperature, 350 on indirect, for another 20 minutes, and we should be good to go. So total of 70 minutes, just over an hour, which is nice. It don't take long on the grill. Not quite as good as the smoker, but hey, it's easy, it's fast. What can you say? All right, there we are with the sauce all smothered over it. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna let it 20 minutes. We're gonna let it caramelize and finish cooking all the way. Ribs will get a little more tender, so I think we're gonna be really good to go. Those ribs turned out wonderful. We only had a total of about 70 minutes, maybe a little longer, and then we're gonna have the potato salad, the cornbread casserole, which there's a video on. Help yourself. Now, I'm gonna put a little honey on the cornbread casserole. I like it plain sweet. So now comes the best part, the taste test. I use Sweet Baby Ray's. If you want, you can. My wife always likes to dip her ribs in the. So here we go. Hope you find this video helpful. Enjoy this grilling season, which it is year-round for me. Again, if you don't know me, know your meat man. Till next time, Howie the Butcher.